Oh boy, good luck making it through the interview.
Stop it. Good morning, Antone.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good to see you.
You too.
So
I know
what?
I'm sorry I missed Friday. Something came up and I couldn't come on Friday.
It's okay. It was a big news day on Friday.
Yeah, not saying you're small news or anything, but
Lots going on.
yeah. Let's
Right.
go. Let's just first. Can you tell us anything about the holding conditions of Troy, Ryan, Damian, and Nicholas Moore over there? Oh, Moore's. Sorry, Moore. I know Moore's on house arrest. My bad.
Yeah, Nicholas Moore is released from our custody.
Yeah.
Troy, of course, is in Agania, and nothing special. I mean, he's just being confined right now, and I think he had his magistrate over the weekend. So, if I'm not mistaken, I think the bail was set at 750. But he's still in our custody as of now, so nothing special.
So-
in dealing with
So, Major, when there's like a no contact order, because I believe there is one in this case, there's a no contact order between Warren. But okay, even if there's not, but just generally speaking, how does the prison ensure and monitor that when you have someone in jail is not supposed to contact someone who's not in jail? Like, is that where your whole pay-tell system comes into play?
Yes, sir. The inmates have a phone account. We can monitor the phone. They're not allowed to use the landline, so there's no way of them calling out. If the guy's in confinement, then we try to separate them by maybe different facilities, move them around. We do our best to ensure, but is it 100%? No, I can't say that. I mean, there might be other ways of them trying to communicate, but we do our best to prevent that as much as we can within our own resources.
There was but
I wanted to ask about Andrew Manabusan if he's checked in yet.
can you give us some background on that?
On which
Andrew Manabusan?
Yeah.
He was busted.
No.
Go ahead.
As of last week, he was not in our custody, so I'm not. We don't really get word of when they're coming here. They just kind of just show up. We're here, so we're not really sure what the status of that is.
Right. And so Bri's going to give us a little background on why she's asking about this gentleman named Andrew Manabusan.
Mm-hmm.
And it's relative to smuggling drugs into our beautiful paradise. The drug, of course, crystal methamphetamine.
Mm-hmm. And he was picked up in the States. This was last month. And so it turns out we found out that he was kind of connected to the Jose Ananich case. And
Yeah.
so he was supposed to be extradited back to Guam. And we've kind of just all been waiting to see when he was going to be brought here. But I believe his case is sealed in the district court. But we're able to get information from the district court in California.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's why I was just
And there was
wondering.
like 8 pounds or something, right?
Yeah, I'd have to.
I'm sorry. Let me draw from my memory. But
8.3.
8.3. Thank you, Jason. 8.3, pretty big. That's a pretty big one. And so it's 8.3, and then I believe they did the switch out of the post office, and then I want to say Jose Ananich, the former DOC officer and GPD officer, picked up the package or something, went back to his place, and then when the authorities showed up, he was allegedly trying to burn the package in a tunky. And that's how Mr. Andrew Manabusan entered the picture, as he was allegedly the guy who was sending the 8.3 pounds of crystal methamphetamine into our island so that your friends and family can smoke it and shoot it up and snort it and do whatever and then go and rob you and steal from you. No, these people, I mean, they really got to be held accountable because they're poisoning our island. And it's not just so, people can get high. There's a whole chain reaction of addiction and supply and demand and need, and that's a big reason why our streets are not safe, our homes are not safe, our families are not safe, is because people like Andrew Manabusan and Jose Ananich allegedly conspire to flood Guam with ice. I hate ice.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, when are you getting Andrew Manabusan? And then if Jose Ananich is there, is he in Agania?
Yes, he's in the gang.
So would like Andrew Manabusan have to be a Manila?
We would evaluate it, but more than likely, yeah, he might be the one moved to me now. But again, we'll wait till he comes in and see what instructions are given to us from the U.S. Marshals, because they usually will have also instructions on their documents. But we evaluate at the time and see what we're best to put them.
I want to say there was also like was there a seizure or something in this case, Bree?
Yeah, there was, and I would have to pull all of that up as
I got
well.
it. I got it.
You got,
I
I
got
think
it.
I sent it to you.
You did, yeah. So there was actually seizures that were made in this Ananich case that were, yeah. So I think it was
Bunch
eight,
of guns,
a bunch of guns. Yeah,
rifles, shotgun.
there was yeah. Oh, you're right. A bunch of guns, like Sig Sauer, MPX pistol, AP-15 rifle, 223 Mossberg 500 shotgun, a 12 gauge shotgun. There's a lot of guns. That's such a bad mix. Oh, there's the Glock 40 cal, a Sig Sauer 9 mil, another 9 mil, 9 mil Glock, A-17 rifle, another shotgun, Ismash model, a Marlin Firearms Company 338 CS rifle 3030. Ooh, that's a big one. Yeah, that's scary, man, when you get these like alleged drug dealers and they got like an armory, right? Like, ooh, you just imagine some tweaked out drug dealer sitting there cleaning all the rifle, preparing for the purge.
How many were there confiscated?
How many total? It was a few pages.
Yeah. So yeah, it's basically Glocks, guns, shotguns, rifles that were confiscated by the ATF.
Right, yeah. And I mean, I don't know, that's kind of scary when you have people like that with that many guns. Because the whole drug trade is like addicts will swap guns with the dealers to get drugs, or these guns, sometimes it's like they're dirty and they can be used in crimes. And I don't have to explain to you guys how problematic it is for people who are involved in shipping 8 pounds of meth into our island to have armories at their house. So.
But DOC would, right? I just want to make sure you guys would be notified when this people who are extradited to Guam are checking.
Yes.
I just
Yes.
as
because,
I know you're
more
probably
than-
getting tired. Like, girl, stop checking me every day.
Yeah.
Normally, once they get here on island, they call us and we go up to the airport and we pick them up from the airport, and then we bring them to our facility. So
Wow.
they will notify us, but usually it's not until like the day of or something. They'll call us, let us know.
Right. We heard from the chief a little bit about the process. So with this guy being extradited here, there's like hearings that go on. Is it like on the federal side? Because it's
This is a federal case.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
So this is a federal side case. So there's like federal hearings that got to go on in the court wherever this Manabusan guy is at. Right.
Right,
then-
there were hearings in California.
But you know, with the court hearings, it's not like they have one today, they have one tomorrow. Sometimes it's like a couple weeks apart. Right. Which is what we saw in the
Right.
Moore case, where we
Yeah.
had to wait. There was a little delay. All right.
Maybe
But-
they're doing some things over there, but there was definitely that order that came out that he was supposed to go to Guam, change of jurisdiction. I
Keep
don't know
us
the
posted,
technical
Major.
legal words for it.
In other news, less controversial, probably, there was a public hearing you testified, or was it a hearing you testified in last week?
We were supposed to have a hearing on I think it's Bill 153, and that has to do with the new prison, financing a new prison. That was pushed back until the 19th. It's going to be held on the 19th of July.
No. Well, I was going to ask you if you support a new prison. That's kind of a dumb question.
Yes, of course. We really need a new facility up here, but the public bill will address the financing and other issues with it. So we'll see what happens July 19th.
What do you think is the biggest obstacle? It would probably be the financing.
The financing, of course, is going to be a big issue. And, I don't think there's any question that we need a new prison. we've been talking about this for years since I've started in '94, but it's always been the financing. So let's just see if we can, hopefully the legislature can, identify the funding and make it happen.
Why did they push it back to the 19th?
I believe because of the GMH bill, they were having some hearings on the GMH financing bill, and they still had more hearings to do. So it was pushed back to the 19th.
Update on contraband, visitation, incoming.
We're going to have incoming at the end of the month. The visitation, we're still working on it. As far as the population goes, like I reported last week, that we have about 84% of our inmates have been vaccinated. We're requesting another 50, I guess, for this week and next to vaccinate the remaining more. And then the staff, we have about 100, out of the 208 active employees, we have about 164 that are fully vaccinated, and 6 of them are pending their second dose. 38 have not been vaccinated yet, but we understand there's plans on some of them to get vaccinated. So we're slowly getting our numbers up there.
What's the update on the master plan?
So the vendors were here last week working on it. They just left, I believe, Friday morning, and they're putting together the report, and it should be ready by the mid part of August, next month. We did a lot of work in the last week and a half they were here, visiting Guam Behavioral and meeting with the staff, going over some finer details of the plan. And we were all preparing basically for the public hearing on the bill, which again was pushed back to July 19. So more will probably be released during the public hearing in July. In July 19, we'll have more information to release with the senators, discuss with the senators on our plan, and we'll take it from there. But the final report, I believe, is due. Actually, the grant doesn't expire until December, but we kind of fast-tracked everything to get it done as soon as possible. So we're hoping to have it done by August. The grant doesn't actually expire until December of this year, but we're trying to get everything done so we can try to move to the next phase. Because once we do this master plan, the next phase becomes really getting an architectural services now to take what we put together and kind of put it into a design. And then after that, that's when we'll really know the true cost of what the prison will cost us, and how much funding is really needed to move this project forward. The way we've done the project, Chris and Sabrina, is it's not a one-time build all prison. I mean, we did it for, I think it takes us out 80 years as far as identifying the buildings that need to go up in a certain phase 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, that again will be more released right around the time for the public hearing.
Okay.
Major, you're also hiring still, right?
Yes, sir. We still have the job announcement for Correctional Officer 1. It's still on the website, the DOA website. And they're still trying to push some GU1s through to recruit a few more. I don't have the exact numbers though, but we did hire over 60 people, and we lost I think more than 30. Different reasons. Just in the last 2 weeks, we lost another 3 more, I believe. One's going military, some went to the Navy security, Navy police, and it's just a challenge. It's a constant challenge trying to keep our employees. They got to do what they got to do for their family. Right.
Did you lose any to the new batch of security for the Marine base? I think they had trained like 5 people or something.
Yes, we did. I think he graduated from that thing. Maybe last week there was a picture on Facebook where he completed his training on the Navy security.
Yeah.
So I think overall, we've lost about 6 or 7 employees to Navy security and Navy police.
You should have a no contact order between any officers who go to work for the military and the current officers, because they're like, Lana Parrish, come over, Lana, plenty benefits. Lana, the paid overtime on the day of.
I wish we could restrict them, but they got to do what's right for them and their family.
Right
This
on.
is not the place. Then, so
Thank you, Major. Anything in closing here before we let you go?
No, pretty much. I'm just anxious to get the master plan done and then see where we can go from there. So, we're doing our part as far as completing this project, and then hopefully again the senators and the leaders can come up with what we need to redesign our prison and make it a safer and more efficient operation for everyone here.
Hey, just real quick, Ed
Good
Byrne.
luck.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say good luck with that, because
Yeah.
I know that when Senator McCready was a senator, he tried to get a new prison, and that was like shut down.
Yep.
Like, so good luck.
Also,
Yeah.
Administration Director Byrne had said that the law enforcement's pretty much caught up on the overtime. Are you guys good then, Major?
Yes, sir. On the overtime, we are up to date on overtime. That what we're still trying to work on is the COVID pay. We're still a little behind on that one, but again, that's being worked on, and hopefully it'll be solved soon.
What's a little behind, like since January behind?
I think our last pay was the first pay period, December 5th, 2020. But we've keyed in all the way up to March into the system. We've prepared all the documents and all the forms we need to put on because we're required to do certain things on our part. And I think we are just about, up to April, I guess, in the processing of that. But even when we process it, there's no funding the account. It'll still just stay there until there's money identified to pay it out.
A little. That sounds like a lot behind.
Yeah, I'm just looking for the story I did on Mr. Byrne, and I swear to God.
Don't say that.
No, I'm okay. I swear to Jason that he said that the COVID pay was that they were processing it, and then it was like kind of being taken care of.
I hadn't heard that.
Like, when we had him on, he was like, "Oh yeah, we're getting much better on the COVID pay," and then he said, "Oh, it's because we didn't have the paperwork."
I just thought nothing was being paid.
I believe he
because there's
said
no money.
with law enforcement, they're coming current, if not completely up to date, and then the mayors were still being processed.
Right. So coming current, that means December. You guys haven't. Let's see. I guess that.
I'm trying to stay positive, and
Seems to be the word of the day.
Wow. Be positive, guys.
being positive and optimistic that.
Oh God. Can you imagine being a correction or anybody who's? I mean, these people got bills, right? And you work, you're entitled to the pay that you earn. When you earn it. I can't even. Maybe Mr. Byrne thought we were talking about something else.
Do you guys get interest on that?
Yeah, is there interest on that, Major?
I don't so, no.
Well, there should be.
Just like it should be interest on the rise.
Right, yeah, there should be interest on the rise, too. Well, I bet if there was interest on this stuff, boy, that governor would have paid that yesterday. All right. Thank you, Major.
Thanks,
Okay, thank
Antone.
Stay positive,
Be
Stay
optimistic.
but not COVID positive.
Cautiously optimistic.
There you go.
All right. Yep, that's what we do here in Guam. We be cautiously optimistic, because if you're too optimistic, guess what?